Steering wheel's got the shakes, my friends. She has got the shakes. Oh, what a surprise. Gigantic truck as I get on the freeway. Oh, what a surprise. Construction everywhere. Oh, what a surprise. There goes my front bumper. Good morning. Lost a little weight in the face today. Good morning, guys. We are heading to CES Motorsports to install the Rack Doctor's ZHP rack, which is a common upgrade for the E36s. There's a lot of issues going on underneath the car, and part of it is I'm having issues with the steering rack, which is creating like a violent shake in my steering wheel. It's actually like pretty unsafe to drive this car, not gonna lie. That's why I really haven't been driving it much. The front left wheel, there's actually like shake in the wheel, and so yeah, it's dicey. So this will actually make a really big difference for me in particular. Not only will the car drive better and respond better and handle better, but also, well, it won't be as sketchy. Basically, this is from Rack Doctors, and I got it in like 48 hours, dude. I ordered it, it came literally in 48 hours, which is crazy. But this is the ZHP rack, and I selected every option, every upgrade or additional piece that I could get for the rack on their website. So I just like spec'd it up. Like, whatever you got, give it to me, because I'm probably gonna need it. It's just like violently shaking. I don't know how well you can tell on camera. You guys are excited to check out my rack, aren't you? Look at him go, hastily. It's a pretty big rack. Can't wait to see his face when he sees my rack. Oh, dude, like, do it one more time, it's perfect thumbnail. Dude, I had it in 48 hours. From the moment I ordered it to 48 hours later, I had it. It's crazy how fast that was. So on my car right now, the driver's side, literally you can move this out and like shake it. This, like, you'll see when we put the car up on the lift, you can take the wheel and like move it. All right, so we decided to go ahead and just do the motor mounts right now because we have them in the trunk. And looking at the car, the motor mounts are in really bad condition. And it's basically making the steering rack rub on the oil pan, which is not good. So I have motor mounts right here. We'll just knock it out while we're doing it. So with the steering rack, we have inners and outers, which is nice, that came with everything. I think the only thing we really need to swap over are the lines, and then other than that it should be pretty self-explanatory, but it's going to make a big difference because if you look at this moves, there's a lot of shake to it, and the reason is because that inner tie rod, there's a piece in there that's broken, a piece that's inside of here. So the car will obviously drive a lot better. And yeah, I'll show you guys what the motor mounts look like too. I just did OEM motor mounts. It's really all you need for this, but I'll leave all the stuff linked down below for you guys to the rack and then the motor mounts that we're doing. It's gonna make a really big difference, man. This car, it drives really well, but there's a lot of like sloppiness because all of the bushings and mounts, it's just old, dude. Everything just goes old after a while. So we have like hardly any power steering fluid in the car, and it's like gray, like everything. Like liquid moly oil, which honestly explains a lot because it's like super hard to turn the wheel in this car. It feels like I almost don't even have power steering.
Power steering fluid should be like that red.
Yeah. And ours is definitely like a, well, you can't really see it, but
it's like gray.
Yeah, it's literally like a fucking mud. So yeah, we'll change that. So honestly, like everything that we're doing today is going to make a really big difference in the way that the car drives. The motor mounts alone will make a really big difference. So this is what's creating all of that wobble. So this line is hitting the oil pan because the motor mounts are so just old and worn out. The shop SUPRA coming in. Some diff work. Look at that beautiful KW. Whoever installed it did a really good job. Oh wait, Oh, that's me. You want to do that too? I have that. Here, I got that too. Look. Let's do that. Just here. Throw it in there. Really? Oh, sweet. So we're doing a lot of stuff today. Wow, we're going to have a full day then. We're going to do everything. We're going to do trans service too because, yeah, she needs it. Canyon.
Let's do.
Pop these guys out. Yeah, wow. Dude, what? It's supposed to be that tight? Hell no. Yeah, it's a nut up top and a bolt that goes through, right? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to get these 16s off. So these two 16s actually hold the steering rack on. Yeah, and then you pop these tie rods off and the whole thing should come out. And then you have the lines, the feed lines that you need to remove. So we're gonna do a few things today. We're gonna do the motor mounts, we're gonna do the steering rack, we're gonna do this guy, what is it, a Geeby? What is it, Geebly? Geeby? Guibo. We're gonna do the Guibo. We're gonna do the Guibo because if you look at mine, it's got like a giant tear in it. Kind of hard to see. Mine has a nice big tear in it. So we're just gonna do that today, and then we're gonna do the trans mounts. I believe these are the trans mounts. Yes, do the transmission mounts, and then we're gonna do a transmission flush and service. And yeah, that should get us to at least a good point to where this thing is driving a lot better. Obviously we have like major work that we need to do on the car, and we're gonna bring the car here and basically take a week to knock that out. I can show you guys the list that we put together. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. So the car will be here for about a week, and this is everything that I need to do in order to get this car onto a track. So we have our work cut out for us, but it's gonna be a completely different car, and it'll be rock solid after we do all this. Once we take care of all this stuff, and then the stuff that we're doing today, this car is it's gonna be really good. We will have to, at some point, get an alignment after we do this, because we are essentially changing the way that this car is aligned by removing everything and putting on the new one. But yeah, this is actually gonna make a really big difference for us. You can see all the stuff that I've ordered so far. Rear trailing arm bushings, monoball, rear diff front mount bushing pack, solid subframe bushings, trans bushings, performance polyurethane differential, bolt-in bushing. This is a differential plate, support bracket plate. This is the rear sway bar reinforcement kit. This is the performance polyurethane differential. Dude, I literally have so much stuff, you guys. Oh, I think I'm gonna do the rear diffuser that you guys were telling me to do, like the fancy wide one. They have like an LTW version that's pretty like low key. I might do that. Hey, nice. Yeah, let's see what that fucking thing looks like. Oh my God. So we have to pull off this stuff, right?
Yeah, it's just held onto these bolts.
So this is where my issues were happening. See, this is completely broken, that's completely rusted out, and that's why we literally could not get a good alignment out of the car. Yeah, these are all jacked up too, so all that will be new. Oh, it's gonna make such a big difference. So now we are attacking the motor mounts. What is that, like 2 feet? Foot and a half, foot, something like that? All right, so we got the first one. First mount out, check this out, dude. This thing's bad. Damn, buddy. Toast. Toast, here's our new one. It looks so nice and new. It's also Laguna Seca, you know? Just kidding. Yeah, she was sandwiched. Crazy. So this is gonna make a really big difference in the car. The way that it drives, the way that it handles. Do you see how they painted them Laguna Seca? There's like a little Laguna Seca stripe on it. Yeah, that's for my car specifically. There's the second one. That one's really bad. Wow.
Yeah,
Look at how much more flat it is.
compare it to that one.
Yep.
Still flat.
Damn. In with the new. Yeah. Brake cleaner does wonders. Steering rack's about to go in. I want to show you guys this. I don't know if I've shown you guys this car here before, but this is John's, the owner of CES. This is one of his M3. Yes, he has like multiple M3s, E36s. He loves the E36 chassis, as do I. But this is his Nardo wide body, molded wide body E36 M3, dude. It's crazy. For one, it's super clean. Obviously still very much so in the build phase. Pretty sure that this is a turbo S52 build. Pretty sure. Most of his E36 M3s have turbo kits on them. But dude, look at how crazy this thing is. So this year, I think we're gonna try and get him to finish this build, or at least get back onto it. It's been sitting for a while. But this thing, could you just imagine how sick this thing would be completed? Like, oh my God. When I was looking for an E36 M3, I tried to buy it off him. He said, no way. I mean, it would be like ridiculously expensive because he spent already so much money just getting it to this point, but look at how cool it looks, man. God, so good. And you can just see, it's hard to tell on camera, but you can just see how girthy these back ends are compared to like mine over there. I mean, dude, it's so big. It comes out, I don't know, 2 inches, probably 2-3 inches. It's just crazy. Yeah, pretty wicked. He's got a lot of E36 M3 builds. He's got this one over here. This one's already turbocharged for sure. And then he's got his outside too. It's turbocharged. Old trans mounts out. They look like ass. Like Weebo.
Weebo.
Like Weebo. Like Weebo. It's cracked all the way through.
Oh, I've blown one into pieces with the turbo cars.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I've never seen one that bad.
Thing's cracked all the way through.
We've done them to
Even
where
on the
we've
other
actually
side.
like taken a chunk out and all the threads are like flopping around.
Really?
Actually, I've never seen it that bad.
Yeah.
And if that breaks, then that just keeps spinning
Oh,
and
yeah,
fucks everything else up.
Oh yeah. You hear it go 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 go.
So these are cracked all the way through. This one, it's just straight up missing a chunk out of it. And then this is our new one. Crazy. Wow. That's bad.
Feel different for them too. Oops.
Why, do they feel different?
It's just dry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wow. That's crazy. All right, here are the old trans mounts that are in there. They're aftermarket, but they're not very good. Super soft, dude, super soft. So we're doing poly for these. I don't know. Might be too firm, but they're easy to swap out. So maybe might end up changing that down the road. I think these are it right here. Yeah, transmission mount. Cleaned up the trans. You know how nice and new it looks. So we've decided to also upgrade the gear shift rod joint. This is the selector rod, goes right into this guy, and this is going to make a really big difference when you are shifting gears. You won't get so much slosh back and forth. Selector rod that goes right into that guy, and that is this piece. So we're going to have a new one. It's got a little bushing in here. It's going to make a big difference. There isn't even a bushing in there anymore.
Yeah, it's gone. I don't
It's
even
just
know if they've
gone.
come with a bushing. I think it's just, it presses up against metal. I'm not sure.
That's
I
crazy.
could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Let me see the new one. Put the new one in there. Show me the new one. And the old one. Look at the difference. That's crazy. That is going to make a big difference. All right. We've got just about everything in here. New trans mounts, new Gibo, rod selector, pin back there is new with the bushing in it. That's going to make a big difference with shifting. All of this is basically new right here. We cleaned up a lot of the stuff underneath. And then we did the new steering rack. And then we did the motor mounts. OEM, of course. Tie rods are new. They came with the steering rack. So now we're gonna do a transmission flush, new fluids in the trans, and then we have to put in new power steering fluid. The power steering fluid reservoir only had like half, it was only like half full, and it was like black. It was so bad. Trans fluid was black before, going in red. Nice. All right, we just wrapped up here at the shop. She's ready to go, man. Fresh fluids. We did so much work today to this car, you guys, and you don't understand how much it's actually going to change the way that this car drives. I really haven't been able to drive this car. Like, I've been able to cruise in it, but not like drive it. And now we're going to drive it. So you see these, you know what's going in the car. It's about to be some fun driving footage on the way home. Dude, she is a new car, I'm telling you guys. Oh, so excited. So you guys need work done? E36 M3, Supras, BMWs, whatever you need. Make sure you hit these guys up, CES Motorsport, man, they are the ones. We did a lot of work today. For one day's work, I came in here thinking it would be just a steering rack. We just did a lot of work. So shout out to these guys. Let's hop into some driving footage. We do need like an actual alignment done on the car. That is for sure. But oh, dude, this is so good. This is so good. Because you guys have seen me do a couple of driving videos, but we weren't really driving. We were just cruising. We couldn't really drive this car much. Today is a different story. Wow, the turning radius is much different with this ZHP rack. A lot tighter. Feels more precise. Mounts are solid, man. Just so solid. No more like sloppiness. So right here, the steering wheel would be shaking violently. Obviously it's not. I do need an alignment because we just messed with the steering rack, but we'll go ahead and take care of that when the camera plates come in. But man, does she drive so good and solid. This rack is unreal. It's totally different, dude. If you guys have an E36, you need to do that ZHP rack. That's crazy. This car feels so good. Oh my god. This is like ridiculous. I can't believe how good it feels. Yes, sir! We are in action, boys and girls. Yes! Yes! Finally, we can drive this fucking car. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, it's so good, guys. It's so good. So obviously we have a little bit of work left to do, but we're getting, dude, we are close. We're talking track dates, late September, so a couple weeks. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. That gear selector rod bushing and bearing thing that we replaced, that's not the actual name for it, makes a big difference. It tightened up everything in the gearbox. This feels way better. That was like a last minute thing that Hendel was like, ooh, we should replace this. And he's right. That made a big difference. This car, dude, I cannot believe what this car has become. I just can't believe it. It just blows my fucking mind. This car's so good, you guys. It's so good. It's come so far. Man, I don't know what else to say other than wow. It's just it just never ceases to amaze me, you guys. Like, every little thing that we do to this car just makes such a big impact, and this by far has made the biggest impact of everything that we've done so far. What we did today made the biggest impact because it allowed me to actually drive the car. And like before, there were like major safety concerns about driving with that old steering rack that was broken. this, it's just incredible. It just makes me so proud, man. Like, we've come so far, you guys, with this car, and it's just the beginning. All right, so we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. I want to thank everyone over at CES Motorsport for doing all of the work today. Cademan, John, Hendel, everyone over there just did a fantastic job. Yeah, I'm just really glad we can knock all that stuff out in one day, man. Like, it made a big difference. So if you guys need work done, make sure you hit them up. I'll have them linked down below. So we're in the last leg. I got to order a bunch of parts that you guys saw on that list, and then install them. The car will probably be at the shop, at their shop, for about a week because we have to do some major work. Drop the trans, drop the subframe, reinforce the rear subframe, some stuff we got to do. So I would suspect that by the end of September, we will be tracking. That's what I think. That's what Hendel thinks. That's what John thinks. Get ready, guys. It's going to be fun. Anyways, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.